Alright, we're on video.
Where are we sitting?
Down here, mate.
Oh.
Shall I wear my hat so I look super cool?
Where's Gab's?
Huh?
Is it the right way?
Gee, it's sunny. Alright. You gotta be in the screen. See this? There's
Yep.
There's a video camera.
Who's that?
Don't you read my messages. Alright, coming closer. You can't have a shadow on your head. A little bit higher.
Oh, free.
Oh, you need sunnies, hey?
Do you have any sunnies? How do I look?
Have you been painting, Lucas?
Yep. It's my part-time job.
You need to jam this up. Alright, see this? Stay in screen, mate.
Okay.
Alrighty, hello Lucas Cornell. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Welcome to the first interview, Joel Howley's YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Hope you're not too nervous. Little
No.
I'm pretty famous.
Yeah, I'll go viral in a couple days.
We'll probably get almost 100 views on this, I think.
Yeah, we'll go viral.
That counts as viral for a Waterskier video, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, so let's begin with the set we just had then. How did that go, mate? You want to fill us in?
Oh, it was pretty hectic. Getting back to 58 again.
Getting
Getting ready for Aussie Kiwi.
Aren't you too young for 58?
Oh, should still be skiing at 55. Still under 14s. But put up to under 17s for Aussie Kiwi.
Opposite of me at the moment, right? I should be at 58 and I'm skiing slow.
Yeah. You need to step it up, Joel.
It's a little concerning, but hopefully we'll cross back over when you go down slower and I get back to 58.
I think we're staying at 57.
I don't think they'll let you do that.
You reckon?
So Aussie Kiwi is a competition between Australia and New Zealand, which is on this weekend. Is that correct?
Yes.
In New Zealand?
Yes.
Have you been practicing your New Zealand accent?
Yeah, bro. Shut up, you idiot. Shut up.
That's not bad. So at this tournament, will you be at 55 like you should be, or 58?
58.
58.
Yep.
So you've got one more training session before you leave, or what's the plan there?
We're going to ski this Saturday, and then we're going to head off on Monday.
Oh, is the tournament the following weekend, is it? Or it's midweek?
It's midway, yeah.
Okay.
I think Wednesday it starts.
So you're skiing in a division above where you should be, at a speed faster than you should be.
Yep.
It's quite impressive.
Oh.
And just recently, you've broken an Australian record, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Was that at the speed that you should be at, or at 58k?
55.
55.
Should be at.
Okay, and what was that score, man?
2 at 10.75.
Wow.
39 off.
39 off. That's quite good, Lucas.
Getting up there.
2 at 10.7, hey? And if I'm not mistaken, that puts you first on the ranking list for your age division, is that correct?
Yes, number 1 in the world.
So young man from Australia, skiing out at this lake here, in Petrie, Brisbane, is number 1 in the world.
For 14-year-old boys.
It's not bad. It's quite impressive, mate.
Good spot to be at.
Who's number 2?
I don't even know.
You don't know. It's a Frenchie, right? I
I
think.
think so.
I had a look the other day. I think it's you, a Frenchie, and then
A Mexican.
a Mexican, then an American. Yeah, I think there is a Mexican up there.
Yeah, pretty sure.
We should learn their names, not just their nationalities, right?
Yo.
Do you think they're calling you the Australian?
I think so. I'd like to be.
That bloody Australian kid with his 2 at 10.7.
That Aussie folk.
No, honestly, it can't be overstated just how impressive it is to be running 11 at your age. Yeah, I've really enjoyed watching you progress. You sort of continually do what we expect you to do based on your trajectory, in that like we see what you're working on and you're sort of training the correct way, so we sort of have like a set trajectory that, I mean, myself and everybody else that sort of keeps track of your skiing believes that you'll get to, but consistently each season you just get that little bit above what even myself and everybody else thinks you'll get to, which is good because we set the bar quite high for you, and then you continually sort of just get
Raise the bar.
a little bit higher. It's been good to see, man. So Lucas, right, every kid your age How old are you? 14.
14.
14, man. Okay, so every 14-year-old, here, look at the camera so everyone can see your beautiful face. So everyone your age would love to be able to ski as good or nearly as good as you can. And do you know what I mean by competitive advantage? Like
Not
what?
really.
Okay, so what is it about your skiing and your training and your circumstance, in your opinion, makes you the best in the world? Like obviously there's far more than one thing that goes into it. You know what I mean? You've got to train hard, you've got to be strong, you've got to eat right, you've got to do all of that. But if you were to try and pick one that you believe has had the biggest impact in why you've become so good so quick, do you have an opinion on that, or do you really think it's an across the board thing?
I think it's like the way I train. Like I don't go all out every day thinking that I'm going to run a PB. Like I do have bad days and good days. That I can't go out expecting I'm going to like run 11 every time. And I can like be happy with like a 2 or a 3 at 11. Like if I have a bad day or something.
Wow. I actually didn't know what you'd answer to that question.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the only question I wanted to ask you, and I really didn't know what your answer would be, but I was intending to give my answer after that.
Okay.
And that is exactly what my answer was going to be.
Really?
Yeah, like that 100%. That is what I believe you do better. I mean, there's kids that ski as much as you. There's kids there's kids that ski more. There's plenty of kids your age that are equally or stronger than what you are. I know like you do the gymnastics and you eat right. There's plenty of people doing that. I believe, you've far exceeded expectations on a regular basis based on the way you train. I completely agree. And this isn't like for the people watching, for all 100. This isn't this isn't a chip on everybody's like lack of skiing ability. In that, what I'm about to say is most people practice falling off, or at the very least missing passes. Like if you were to look at the large majority of water skiers, most people are missing at least 50% of their passes. Would you agree with that?
Definitely.
Yeah. And I mean, they're basically just out there on a regular basis, regardless of their level, practicing falling off. But I would argue both yourself and me miss maybe, I don't know, 10% less of our passes. Like generally speaking, we're just running passes up and back, up and back. We might have a crack at our hardest pass, but after that, we're both not afraid to drop back. And if you're dropping back, 2 and 11 or 2 and 12, which is far below where you should be at for that particular day, it doesn't matter. You're not learning by going out there and failing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome to hear you say that, because I really like when I'm sitting up there watching you train, I just get such a nice feeling. Like I feel so relaxed when I see you miss a pass and then lengthen the rope, come back and run the next pass. Because I just sit up there and I'm just like, I just have a nice feeling that you're out there training well.
Yeah.
Whereas I've seen a lot of water skiing. Generally speaking, I do not get that feeling when I'm watching someone train. Like I'll be watching someone train and almost always I'm just cringing because they're just missing pass. You know what I mean? And then the set's over. They might have ran the first 2 and then they've just missed everything else.
Tired by the time till they get up to the hard pass.
Cool, man. I'm very impressed that was your answer. I think you're correct. I think that is what you do best. So don't change it, hey?
Well, try not to now.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the 11, right? Would you, at 55, let's talk 55. That's what you should be at. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
At 55, have you gotten to your 11s to a point where you can run them? Like things don't have to be perfect. You can run, maybe more than one in one set. Is that sort of where you feel like you've gotten them to?
Pretty much.
Yeah, when you're on form, that's where you're at. Hey?
Yeah.
We can see multiple 11s from you in one set. Yeah, that's quite unreal. 10-7. What happens there?
Bit of a joke.
Bit of a joke, you reckon? I've seen you turn 3 ball. On
a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. I'll give you that. That day that I saw you turn 3, that's the deepest you've been in 10.7?
Yes.
On that day, when you turned 2, did 10.7 feel like a possibility, or you still haven't seen the light in that 10.7 feels impossible?
Pretty much haven't seen the light.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's
You
just
got a good 1 ball on that day. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, bit of a fluke.
You meant to say it was the coach.
Oh yeah, the coach made me do it. 100%.
So on that day, I agree. You turned 1. My eyes lit up. I don't know what you were doing. You were probably too busy skiing. But I saw you turn 1, and I was like, oh my God. This is, like, that's a 1 ball to get 6 at 10.7, and the kid's 14. You know? Admittedly, you swung into 2, let go of the handle too early, and stuffed it.
Yeah.
Dragged over to 3, and still got outside it, which was very impressive. But yeah, I feel like you've done a 1 ball at 10.7 that can get you 6. All we're really chasing is for you to figure out a way to do that more often.
Yeah.
Oh mate, should we pretend nothing happened? I think it cut out in an okay spot.
Okay.
The Bridgie kids will give me so much trash for having a Samsung if we tell them my phone overheated. Too long in Korea, mate. Ended up with a Samsung. Alrighty.
Wait, where are we at? Okay.
I know what we should talk about. Hey Lucas, considering you're number 1 in the world, right?
Yeah.
What ski do you ride?
Conley GTR. Best in the business.
Oh yeah. Good man. Very good. Got any sponsors?
Waterskier as well.
Gareth?
Yep.
He's a good man, old Gareth.
Legend. Absolute legend.
Gareth was my first ever sponsor. Yeah, he sponsored me far before I really deserved it. I feel like you're a far more deserving candidate for a free ski at the moment, which is what you're getting from Gareth, which is amazing. But yeah, like Gareth looked after me quite early on. I'd only just sort of run some 12s, and he hooked me up with the ability to sort of try every ski in his shop and eventually find what I liked the best, which was the Connolly in the end. And yeah, I feel like Gareth sort of took me on very early before there was sort of a whole heap of people seeing light at the end of the tunnel for my skiing. With your skiing, I mean, you're very young. It's awesome to have a sponsorship so young, but yeah, it's definitely, you're in a slightly different category in that everybody expects a lot of you, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's sort of, you've just shown so much promise for so long that yeah, there's no real limit to what people are saying you might become. It will be interesting to see what type of skier you turn into in the future, but I mean, you're definitely on track to sort of becoming quite a good skier. Do you reckon you'll get me one day?
One day.
I think you'll get me. Well, you'll definitely get me one day, like especially when I start doing the decline. Like that's a given, right? But will you get to where I have gotten to, score-wise? Let's just talk scores. So, like, you think running 41 one day is a possibility for you?
I would like to do it.
Yeah,
Very much like
it's
it.
definitely like you've shown enough promise for us to believe that that's a possibility. But yeah, as you know, it's a long, hard road, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. You've got good respect for just how difficult it will become, you know, which is good. I don't think you have any unrealistic expectations, you know, which is good to see.
Not yet.
Not yet. Nah, they might come later. You think?
I think so.
Cool, man. Alrighty. Well, what do you reckon? How many views?
I reckon if we hit 150.
Will be good.
Yep.
Righto. Okay, Lucas. Yeah. Your Instagram.
At Lucas Cornell.
Okay. And why should people follow you on Instagram? Give us a plug.
I drop quality content.
I like your flips.
Yeah, flip challenge.
Let's tell them
good.
about the flip challenge.
So for the month of February, I'm gonna put a video of me doing a flip up every day and try and do it for the whole month. I got to 18 days this month, but failed. Ran out of.
You ran out of
data.
ideas for flips?
I just ran out of phone data. Couldn't
Oh.
post it up. So I sort of didn't really fail.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count. That's okay. You're in the clear. Okay, so the flips have to be what? Something different each time, like a
Yep.
different type of flip.
Can't do the same.
Can't do the same flip. Okay.
So it's a bit challenging.
I reckon you'll get at least 3 extra followers now
3?
from our 100 views.
I'll take it.
Let's do it, hey. All right, man. Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you.
I look forward to having you beat me one day. I just hope it's far enough into the future where I'm okay with it. But I know it's
a couple
coming.
years.
A couple, 2 years, you reckon?
Not 2, no.
So I know I said to you when you get my under 21 Aussie record, you can have my Jeep. Do you remember me saying that?
No.
Oh, well, that's good because I gave the Jeep to someone else already.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah, my Jeep in America, which I
Oh.
don't particularly use very often anymore. I tend to just rent cars. It was parked up at Waterskier School in North Carolina. And I remember telling, obviously you've forgotten, but I remember telling you one day, when you get my under 21 record, you can have the Jeep. You need two. It's
Two and a
2.5,
half.
right?
Yeah, 2.5.
So you need 2. You need that quarter, hey?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get to 3 ball.
Yeah, just dive for 3, and then you can have the Jeep, except I already gave it away. So I'll find something else to give you when you get that record. But let's just go one step at a time, eh? Let's just figure out some 10.7s at 55.
Let's get to 3 ball.
You've gotten to 3 ball, dude. Oh, in a comp. No, don't worry, man. You're training. The comps will come, you know? Honestly. And I don't feel like you are too tournament focused. But with the ability that you've shown, just training's what it's all about. You know, you'll do some good comps, you'll do some bad comps. You start running 10.7 in training, and it's legit. You know, I'd far prefer to see you run a 10.7 out here in training than go get 3 at your next comp. You know, like it's just focus on the training. The rest will come. Cool, man.
Practice makes perfect.
Not always though, eh? Some people ski way more than you, and they're not as good. So how does that work?
Don't know.
It's tricky, eh? It's definitely one of the things you need, but it's not the be all and end all. All right, bro. Well done.
Thank you.
You did good.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
Make sure to subscribe, like this video, share it to all your friends, make it go viral. We want 150 views. Is there a time limit?
2 weeks. Oh,
2 weeks?
No, 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah.
150 views in 1 week. I think we can do it.
Yeah. Follow
Should be
Waterskiers
At Waterskier as well,
on
Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
At Joel Haley, at Lucas Cornell.
And buy Connolly.
Yep. Support the brand.
Alright. Good, Lucas.